Hey you guys, welcome back. So today I want to talk about a out-of-body experience, a spontaneous one that I had last year. It was in September, and yeah, I'm gonna walk you through what I experienced. So I became aware as my soul was leaving my physical body, as I always do. And immediately when I got out of my physical body, I was in this dark room. At first, I thought I was still in my bedroom because that's where I will always be when I get out. It's very rare actually that I will just appear somewhere else. But in this experience, that is actually exactly what happened. So I was out and I was in a bed. But I kind of already felt like I could just sense that it wasn't, oh wait, this is not my bedroom. And I could see somebody lay beside me, so I thought that was probably Andre. So I actually tried to call for him a bunch of times. I could hear him. I could hear Andre talking, but I couldn't really make contact with him. So I just decided to go and see where I was and try and have an experience. So I see a door. And I go for it and open it up, and I'm immediately in like a hallway that goes both ways. And I realize that I am actually on a train, because I could feel the sensations of how it feels when you're, in a train. So I decide to just walk to my right, and I just walked down that hallway until I couldn't go any further. And I ended up at the end of the train, which was a bathroom. And so I was in this bathroom and I commanded my space. I looked at my hands, commanded more of my awareness. And it came actually pretty quick this time. It's not always it comes quick. Sometimes I have to really put a lot of effort in it and command it a lot of times before it actually comes, but it came pretty quick. So when I got that, I looked up and there was this big mirror in front of the two sinks, and I looked at myself and I was like, oh yeah, that's me. I looked exactly like myself, but I remember it was a little weird because at this time I had dark hair when I looked in the mirror, and I had just got blonde hair in this, physical life. So that was just a little funny to me. But yeah, so I'm standing there and all of a sudden this being appears in the bathroom. It's a girl. And she is extremely tall, you guys. She's so tall that she has to bend her head down a lot to even be able to fit, in that bathroom. And she's also extremely thin. Like her whole, this was her waist. Like she was just very tall and extremely thin. That was just, her overall template. And yeah, we started to talk and we just started to laugh because I don't know, it was just extremely funny for some reason. Like we laughed so hard, and it was just so funny that she was so tall, and I don't know, we were really laughing a lot. And then at some point I asked her who she is. And she actually tells me this, you guys, and this was actually a little bit wild. She told me that she was a different version of me. And I asked what her name was, and she did give it to me, but it was a name I had never heard before. And when I woke up from the experience, I sadly didn't remember it, but she did tell me. And I asked her if she was me, but in a parallel reality. And she said, no, that wasn't really how it was. It was more like she was a different fragment of my personality. And I just thought that was so cool. Like, wow, I just met another version of myself, kind of. I didn't exactly know what that meant, but it was really cool. And we kept laughing. Like, she was the funniest person I have ever met. Like, we laughed so hard. I don't even remember when I have laughed that much. And I don't know, guys, but in this experience, there was something about a bathing suit that was extremely funny to us. We were looking at it, and this bathing suit had like rhymes for all parts of it. And those rhymes were just the funniest shit ever. Like, I don't know what that was. When I woke up, I was like, what? What was that? Like, I couldn't even tell you, but in the experience, it was just what it was. And it made completely sense to us. And that's, how it sometimes will be. It will make completely sense when you're in the experience. And then when you're back, it's like, what was that? Yeah, kind of funny. But yeah, she actually also told me that everybody was extremely tall, like her, where she came from. And, so she was definitely from some kind of different civilization. Yeah. And after the experience, when I talked to my partner Andre about this and like had his thoughts on it also, we came to the conclusion that she was probably what we would call an ET, like a different race from realm 2, where they typically, will be, because he has seen, very, very tall, skinny beings there. So it might have been, what she was. And because time doesn't exist on the other side, it's almost like I'm having that experience now, but in a different realm, which can be hard for us now as humans to really comprehend. I still sometimes have a little hard time really, understanding how that works completely. But that's why when I asked her if it was like a parallel reality, she said, no, that's not really how it really is. Because it's not really a parallel reality. It's just a different frequency that you can tap into, that we have all these different places where you can incarnate, and it all take up the same space in this construct. And it's just a matter of frequency. You can say it's a parallel reality. I know a lot of people like to use that term. I know Bashar, the ET from Realm 2, he uses that terminology because I guess that's what we here understands best, that term, to like, okay, it's a parallel reality, but it's not like my soul is not completely here at this time. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, I've never tried that before. Like, that was definitely like a new experience for me to meet like a different version of myself, you could say. And I definitely felt like I knew her. It felt like we knew each other. Like, it was just, it was a very peculiar experience for sure. Yeah. So at some point, I decided to try and walk down to the room I came from. So I walked down there to see if I could see Andre, and I still couldn't see him or get in contact with him. So I went back to her and we laughed some more. Yeah, we were just laughing, and that was kind of when I woke up. Yeah, so that was all I had for you guys today. That was a little experience that I had last year that I wanted to share with you. And yeah, as always, you can just, write a comment for me if you have any questions about my experience, or maybe you have a suggestion to a topic you want me to talk about. And also, you guys, don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel if you found this helpful. And other than that, I just wish you guys a wonderful day, and I love you guys. Bye.